I was young and naive, and off I went to Vietnam. I was in the Navy. I was working labor and delivery, and from there I went to the war zone. When I came in the Navy, I wanted to go in and be able to travel, and of course, having seen on TV the hospital ship, the Hope, and then the Bob Hope shows, and I just thought I want to be able to help our fellow servicemen. So I joined the Navy, started at Great Lakes, was there for a year, and they said, "Would you like to go to the hospital ship?" And I said, "Yes." And off I went from delivering babies to taking care of the wounded. That was a very emotional experience. It was amazing. I mean, it was to be able to see the veterans. I was on the medical and surgical wards with taking care of the medical side of things, were a lot of the malarias and the fevers of unknown origin, and then the surgery side that I was with were people that had what we call frag wounds, a lot of and you'd get those fellows right from off the chopper. They'd land on the hospital ship on the landing deck, and come on down, and we'd get them to, their wounds debrided, and some of them went through surgery, and get them stable enough so that they could either go back to duty or they would be medevaced on to the States, either to another country like Guam or Okinawa or someplace else for further stabilization before they went on and were medevac back to the States. I have my hospital book from the sanctuary, the yearbook. I went in January of 1971, and as the war was winding down, I didn't get to do my full tour, which was a year's tour, and we left Da Nang on the 1st of May. I brought the ship back to the States, and then from there I went back to Guam for 2 more years. And while I was on Guam, I still took care of the wounded because the medevacs came in every night. So I deliver babies in the daytime, and in the evening time we had our medevac duty, and we'd go down on the wards, and the medevacs would come in, and we'd take care of the fellas, get them a good clean meal and a shower and medication and their dressings changed, and get them ready to head back to home, to the States. All of the fellas took care of one another. They all watched out for one another. They were concerned for their buddies, and it was real teamwork. My dad was in the Navy for 20 years as a blimp pilot, and actually he was very excited when I wanted to join the Navy. They were very supportive while I was overseas, both in Vietnam as well as in Guam. And they were quite happy when I came home.